Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and today in this video I'm going to show you active migration from Windows Server 2012 R2 to Windows Server 2022. So in last video we did a active migration from Windows Server 2012 to 2022 also, but it was a in-place upgrade. So this is what we have done in last video. So if you want to refer and want to see how you can do the in-place upgrade from your existing server or physical machines or virtual machine to the latest operating system with the same configuration, and also you can refer that video. And in case if you wanted to migrate to completely brand new Windows server, let's say you have a hardware refresh or any requirement, you want to build a new domain controller and decommission your existing domain controller with the same name and IP, but you wanted to have a latest operating system in place, so this is the video for that. So in my lab environment I got 4 machines. So Win2K12, DC01, DC02, one is running Windows 2022, which we upgraded in last video, but is still having the old names, and in following video I will show you how to change the domain controller name also. And this is the machine which we are planning to have a replacement for this server with the Windows Server 2012 R2 to Windows Server 2022, and these are the 2 machines. So this is our environment. So if you see, this is DC01. So DC01 is now on Windows Server 2022 standard, and DC02 is still running on the old operating system, which is Windows Server 2012 R2. So this is the domain controller, and this is the brand new machine which I have just installed and configured, basically hostname, given the hostname to Win2K 2022 DC01. These are the 2 client machines. So before we begin, the first thing is you need to either delete your, basically demote the old domain controller, and then you can use the same hostname and IPs to promote a new domain controller. Either you can go ahead and choose the new name, new IP to configure your machine. So in this video I'm going to take you to the using the same name and same IP. So what we can do first, go to a domain controller 02, and then we need to decommission this first before migrating to other. So if you are promoting a new domain controller with new IP and all, it will remain same, but if you want to use the same name, this is the process. So go to manage and remove roles and features. So this is my old domain controller which is running Windows Server 2012 R2. So click on next, and then click next, and you need to uncheck the Windows domain active domain controller, and then you will get this demote the domain controller. So click on that, and now you need to make sure you have logged in with the correct user which have all the rights, and then just click next and proceed with the removal and click OK. So for the domain controller removal, so this is running a DNS and global catalog. So you need to remove the global catalog first. So go here, active users and computers, and then go to your server domain controller and click on properties, and then you see here the DC tab is global catalog. So now just go here and remove the global catalog. So enter DC settings and remove this global catalog, click on apply, and then OK. Now you will see this is changed to DC. So now this is no more global catalog. This is good. Now just click back and click next and remove this. It should show you the next button. Now you can see the proceed to remove. Next is highlighting, so just click on this, and then you can remove the DNS delegation also. So click next, and then you need to set the local administrator password. So click next. Now this is done. That will take some time and one reboot to finish the demotion of this domain controller, and then you will be good to go and promote the new domain controller with the same name and same IP. So I'll wait for this domain controller to reboot, and then it will shut down, and then we will configure the new domain controller. So just wait for some time to finish this uninstallation of DNS and domain services, and then it will go to reboot. Now you can see it will reboot soon, so go ahead and make the reboot. Okay, now you can see it's auto rebooted, so this is good. Now if you go here and just refresh this, you will see domain controller is removed from here. And if you now I go to computer, you will see this is moved here as a normal computer. The server has no more domain control, so this is good. Now I'm just going to log into this server and shut down the server so we can use the same IP in our new domain controller. So this is good. Now go ahead and cancel this, and now this is our new server. So I'm going to do the first thing, configure IP address. So IPv4 and then 192.168.0.152, 192.168.0.1, 192.168.0.151, 168.0.152, and click OK, close here, and this should be good. So now I can go here and join this machine in domain. So labsandson.com. So put the credential. It's going to be administrator and password for administrator. So boom, now you can see this is joined in domain, so this is good. We'll go ahead and reboot this machine. So you will see here, soon you will get the machine in domain computers. You will see that this machine is created now. So this is good. Now if I go here and show you Active Directory domain and services, you will see the existing machine is still there, so you can go ahead and just delete this machine to clean up your AD metadata. So this is good. Now we have only one domain controller. So now we can go ahead and log into our new domain controller. And now we should go ahead and install the Active Directory domain controller role. This is done. Now let's see with whom user we have logged in. So who am I? So I need to log in with the domain administrator or the user who have a login rights, like should be member of domain admin, enterprise admin and all. So absence as administrator. I'm going to type my password here. Now this should be fine. So I'm going to change my display setting. So it should be 175, so you guys can see my screen what I'm doing. And now I'll go ahead and install the Active Directory domain roles. Click next, 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 and install. Now you can go ahead and promote this server as a domain controller also. So we'll do that also. So wait for a few seconds. It's not going to take more than 1 minute, I guess. So it's almost done. So now you can go ahead and promote this server as a domain controller. So add a domain controller in existing domain, which is labsandson.com, and this is my admin credential, user rights and credential. Now you can go ahead and add, if you have a multiple sites, you can add there. So I have only one site in my domain environment, so I'm going to promote the same site. So next, and you can sync with the any domain controller. So I'm going to sync with my DC01. So this is all. So just click on install. So now soon you will see this server is going to reboot once the installation and configuration is finished. And now you will see here also the domain controller computer will be marked as a domain controller, and by default it will become a global catalog server. So just wait for some time to get the installation finished and reboot. You will see that soon. So I'm going to pause the recording for the installation. It's not going to take more than 2-3 minutes. So now DNS, so you can see DNS and domain controller installation is done. Now it will reboot soon. So just wait for a few seconds. It's gonna reboot soon. So now if I go here in domain controller, if I refresh, you will see here the new domain controller is now promoted, and you will see the operating system detail and all. Of course this is the latest one. So now you can see it's rebooting. So now you can basically go ahead and kill your old domain controller which was running Windows Server 2012 R2. So now just wait for this machine to come up and then verify everything is good. Now same thing, you can go here and verify in your production or you can say that in your sites. You will see both servers are there. So you can see here servers are there, but the links are not created. It's going to take some time to create the replication links. So now go ahead and log into server and verify you are able to do the basic administration thing and verify the basic application services and all related to AD. So first thing, you can go and validate DNS. So you will see the DNS is installed and replicated from your main domain controller. If you want to verify, you can go in properties and you can see these details. So basically if you go here, you will see your board domain controller. It's running from the Active Data Integrated and name server. You can see all the name server detail. So you can remove the old one which was there before. So this is good. So one thing you need to make sure you need to clean all your records related to old domain controller. So like this one, you need to delete this. So make sure the cleanup is done properly in your infrastructure for old domain controller. So DNS is good. Now we can go and verify active directory users and computers. So you see here 2 domain controllers are there, and now if you want to change domain controller also, you can go ahead and verify domain controller. Okay, it's gonna take some time to give you the domain controller link. So this is good. You'll see it, 2 domain controller, both are in same site and with the global catalog and all. So now you can see the replication is automatically created. So you just need to wait for some time to get the AD automatically synced and get all the information synced at the backend. And now if you choose a domain controllers, click on change domain controller, you will see all the domain controllers are available.
So this is good. Now our both domain controls are up and running with the latest operating system Windows Server 2022. And in this videos, last two videos and one video basically, in this video I have given you two scenarios where how you can do the in-place upgrade and migration to the new operating system with the new machines. So hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any question related to this, you can always post on my channel, comments, or on given email IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.